Member for Barton.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I note that Valentine's Day is coming up in a few days' time. Feeling a lot of love on this side of the chamber for our union movement and the great work, but on that side of the chamber, hearing the member for Goldstein talk about unions, particularly with this MPI today, is appalling. Clearly, he loves to hate on unions, and I think it's really important, Deputy Speaker, that I should highlight some other things in particular into embellishment of all the things that have been said today and also in question time. Corruption in any institution, whether it's unions, whether it's businesses, whatever it is, even in government, should be called out. And I think everyone on this side of the chamber believes that. It is important to highlight that because all unions, most unions, I should say, does amazing work to represent millions of workers in this country. This side of the chamber supports many things that have been passed in this new government, but also in the last term, particularly protecting our workers. Clearly, on the other side of the chamber does not support things like Priya's bill that we passed, penalty rates, secure work, and also equal same pay. These are really important things here that the union movement have been fighting for and that we have delivered in this side of the chamber. The Labor Party was born from the union movement. Again, I don't think we need to do a history lesson on this, but it's important to make sure that people in the community of Australia understand that the union movement has done a lot of work for our Australian people. No one on this side of the House supports misconduct. No one on this side of the House believes that what's happened with CFMU is right. And we've done things. We've heard about it in question time today. I've heard it from my colleagues here today. No one is above scrutiny. No one is above the law. But what I will not accept is this deliberate conflation of what happened with the CFMU with other unions, and I need to call that out, Deputy Speaker.
That's right. Yeah.
The other thing I want to also highlight in particular prior to question time, from the AFR live blog, Watson told the Queensland Commission of Inquiry he was absolutely appalled to see some calling for Irving's resignation today. He quotes, "If anything I've said here today would suggest that it's an outcome that should think again," Watson said. "They would be mad to get rid of Mark Irving." He said, "I might have said harsh things, they're my opinion, and Irving may have had another." Quote, "I've worked for Irving for 2 years now, and I've never met a more honest or decent man. I can tell you everything he did was opposed to the corruption and was in favour of fixing the CFMEU." I think that needs to be identified here today because I did listen to the contributions from the opposite and they don't want to face the facts. I just also want to reflect also on my experience, Deputy Speaker. I heard the member for Fisher indicated his experience, didn't hear about what he did in his time as a chippy, but as a union lawyer who's worked for the ETU, I've worked for the Nurses and Midwives Association, doing amazing work to support workers who have been underpaid, who've been working in unsafe conditions. And it's important to highlight that as well. During my time at the ETU, we did a lot of work, particularly during the time of the Royal Commission, to make sure we were doing the right thing, and which we did. Now, during their time in government, nothing came out of that, just a slap on the wrist. And now with a Albanese Labor government, more has been done. And I think I need to highlight that also I wish the opposition had taken this more seriously. If the passion for asserting that, that the unions, that the government is turning a blind eye to the union corruption, I think it's also important that they are saying nothing about the significant underpayment that's occurring in the corporate world. And they should be taking that very seriously as well. Phoenixing as well, franchising as well. We heard it today. And I wish they could take that very seriously because they have not said anything about that in particular.